Hello, everyone. I'm that one nerd, Jacob.
And I'm that one Scout Collins.
And welcome back to the original way we film these podcasts, episode 24. 26 if you count the two video exclusive episodes. Technically 27 because I'm uploading the other one tonight or tomorrow.
Guess who's back again.
But official episode 24. Caleb, how have you been?
I've been.
Me too.
Yeah. I got promoted.
Hell yeah.
That's good.
It's always good to get a promotion. I feel that.
I've been out in the field pretty much every week.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
And that's done good for a couple of things because now I know what works on my rig and what's absolute dog water and you die.
Damn. Okay, that's one way to put it, I guess.
There are some things that that pop up in handbooks, and they're like, "You should put this on your chest rig," and then you try it in real life, and you're like, "Wow,
this is awful."
Why do I have this? This is just in the way.
Oh
and
man.
And then it turns out the person that was writing this specific chapter never went out in the field except for a couple of times, and I was like, "Oh."
Just like, I have all the experience necessary. I should be the one to write this. No. Ugh.
Damn. Yeah, as far as the people know, it's we've been together for about a month.
Yeah. Like with the video exclusives that have been going up, it's like We've definitely been on top of things, but no.
Is this our second season?
No, second season isn't going to be until actually next year, unless you want to consider this the second season, since Nerdmageddon is a pretty good gap.
I don't know. I don't know what to call this.
You know, we'll officially say that this is the start of the second season. Because I already know that we're going to be taking another break, once like Christmas and stuff comes around. At least that's what my plan was, so.
Oh, okay. We probably agreed to that or something.
I think we did. I think we talked about it. Mostly just because I want to be able to have like the week of Christmas and then like the week of my birthday just without anything to worry about so I can actually enjoy time with family. So.
What'd you do at the gym?
So today I didn't have a chance to go earlier this week because every time I would have had the chance, they were doing some maintenance in the gym. And this is just an apartment complex gym. This is nothing special. They have like an all-in-one machine for arms and stuff that you can also do legs on. They have a dumbbell rack with dumbbells that range from 5 to 25. They have some medicine balls. And then they have a treadmill, an elliptical, and a indoor bike, which now no longer works because you can't actually adjust the intensity of it. Like, it just stays at the very minimum. So someone broke the bike, and that's what I always used, so. But I just focused mainly on arms and core. Just combined the two since I missed out on a couple of days earlier this week from the maintenance. But it was good. I did ride the bike for like 4 minutes before I'm like, dude, it's too fucking, like, it felt more stressful on my legs to have it at the lowest setting rather than actually bump it up a little bit. So I'm like, yeah, no, I'm just gonna call it there on the bike after 4 minutes, do my stretching and warm up before I actually, start using my muscles. And then I did all my arm and core workouts for about 45 minutes, so that was nice. Definitely a lot less of a struggle than the last couple of times I've been to the gym, so it's definitely working. Consistency is key.
Consistency is keck.
Shut the fuck up. Hang on, when was the last time Okay, yeah, so the last time that we recorded an episode without a gimmick, right? So, like, not the tier list or the try not to laughs that we did, which were the last couple of episodes. The last episode we recorded, no gimmicks involved, was 2 months ago.
Damn.
It's been 2 months since we've done a regular episode of the podcast. Jesus Christ. Oh my god.
It's one of those deals where we've done so much, and at the same time recollecting it is one of those deals that's hard to think about. And it doesn't help that apparently half of your footage for that vlog was just gone.
Dude, I was so pissed. Okay, so here's what happened with that. I want to go ahead and explain this outright. I recorded 2 times as much footage for the vlog as I did, and we officially have a lost podcast episode where me and Caleb just filmed an episode in my car driving to and from Best Buy. So I pay for the bare minimum iCloud storage, so the 50 gigabytes. And yeah. I tried everything to get that footage off of iCloud. It was too large to download straight to my phone, which makes sense. I only have a 64 gigabyte phone. Hopefully by the end of this year, I'll be able to get a newer phone with more storage. So it couldn't download to my phone, and then I tried downloading it to my laptop, and it took so long to download that the download just straight up said, "Oh, error." And then I tried it again, let it sit a couple of hours. Oh, error. So literally whatever didn't get uploaded to iCloud from my phone, I was able to use, which was that very bare minimum vlog that happened.
Mm-hmm.
And I still wanted to put it out because it's like, dude, I have at least some footage. I'm not going to let all of this sit. But it's like, I was pissed. I was wanting to do so much more. We would have had 2 full podcast episodes and a vlog that was at least twice as long. But it couldn't happen because my phone is stupid. So now I know for next time, if we're ever going to record podcast stuff, it pretty much all has to exclusively be on my computer, or be a thing where, once I get more storage on my phone, we can do it that way. But it genuinely pissed me off whenever that happened.
How long do you think it's going to be? Because, Elon Musk already has, the satellites, right?
Yeah.
He already has the Starlink satellites.
Yeah.
How long do you think it's going to be before he develops a phone for Starlink?
Oh. Considering how much he just loves venturing off into any sort of tech, I wouldn't be surprised if he does it within the next 5 years. Me personally, though, I am so invested in Apple technology. Switching from an iPhone would just harm me in the long run. I've got an Apple Watch, I've got AirPods, I got an iPhone.
I would switch to what would we call it? A star phone?
No, he would call it the X phone.
X phone? Or he'll come up with some. But you have Starlink, and then you've also got.
He'll call it the X Star. There we go. That's what it'll call.
X Star. Oh my gosh, the X Star Gen 1 from 2025? Dude, that's so old nowadays.
I'm just hoping if he does do a phone, right?
Mm-hmm.
It just don't call it anything with the letter X. You already ruined Twitter by changing one of the most recognizable brands in the world to a fucking letter. Don't get me wrong. I understand what he's trying to do. He's trying to make it more of a, hey, I own this thing now. I'm gonna do what I think is best for the company. That has been the biggest fumble that he has done since acquiring Twitter, is naming it just X. Because I'm sorry, if you look at this fucking app, right? I can't show the camera because my phone's charging. But if you look at the app icon, especially if you just have the plain black one, it looks like a porn site. And X.com feels like a porn site.
maybe that's what he was going for, and he's just shit posting.
Well, I'm sorry, shit posting on something like that, that's just...
I mean, turning Twitter.com into a giant shit post.
I mean, I can see it.
I can't wait till he comes out with the video platform and I can go to xvideos.com.
You stole my tweet! You stole my fucking tweet! I tweeted that! I tweeted that, you bastard! You're not gonna steal my tweet and get away with it!
You're slow. Gotta go fast.
But yeah, no, like, I'm not even gonna be out here, like, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of Elon, but I don't hate him either. You know, he's a smart guy, he's done some smart things since acquiring Twitter, and I will 100% give him that. But, I don't know, it just doesn't feel right to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna re-X an X on X about my ex. That doesn't feel right.
Don't worry, I'm sure that what's the generation after Gen Z called?
Alpha.
I'm sure Generation Alpha will figure out what to call everything.
Well, I have yet to see what their humor's gonna wind up looking like, so if it's as cursed as ours, but worse, we're in for a rough ride.
It'll be different. I'm sure it'll be a lot. It might not be as dark as ours, but you know, we took some things from millennials. Millennials took some things from Gen X. Gen X took some things from boomers.
Yeah, it's just cycled down. But if we have any Gen Alpha viewers, first of all, why the fuck are you here? You should be in school right now, you little shit. But also,
you should be studying for the SAT.
But also, I am low-key excited to see what kind of humor you bring to the internet. Sometimes even Gen Z humor worries me, and I'm in Gen Z. It's weird.
This is called a rock melon, but it's a very tasty yum yum. It is very tasty yum yum. Oh!
Yeah, like, stuff like that. I think that that's fucking hilarious, but I feel like our taste in humor has devolved as a society. Like, tasty yum yum would not have been considered funny like 50 years ago. Let's be real.
I don't know. I think Monty Python and their whole shtick was a bunch of ironic humor and just being silly and just very silly.
That's fair.
I feel like things that are funny will stay funny for a while.
Makes
like
sense.
What? You egg stabs him.
That's true. I forgot that was Shakespearean. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's just it's stuff that's real funny stuff will stay funny for a while.
Hell
and then
yeah.
And then you get like could you imagine if just years later, like you're 80 years old, there's a new TV show and it involves a cubic figure and there's a running gag about how somebody's leg always hurts. It's just like, oh.
Cubic figure.
I was there.
Ah, oh, dude. So,
Robert Cubic figure.
Shut the fuck up. So, I got my nerd out ready. And this nerd out is also kind of an ad.
Oh my god.
Alright, y'all. Let me get the timer started. I haven't been able to nerd out in so long. Jesus Christ. Alright, nerd out. Let's go. So, in case I haven't made it extremely obvious, I am commissioning a fantasy football league this year called the T1FL, That One Fantasy League. And see, just because of the one league I was in last year, I love overanalyzing the fuck out of fantasy football. So, coming September 13th to a podcast platform near you, T1FL War Room, where I will overanalyze the fuck out of my fantasy football league. This will include... Serious, I'm being dead serious. I already have the podcast page up. I've already made a Twitter account for the T1FL. I already have a YouTube channel with the trailer up. I'm being dead fucking serious. I am taking the T1FL to new heights of fantasy football, which is the ground floor. Every week I plan on interviewing another one of the team owners. And honestly, just so it's not only me, I'm probably going to change it to where it's just every week I have a different co-host, which is going to be with the team owner that I'm going to be interviewing anyway. But if you're interested, right, in hearing me overanalyze a fantasy football league that only has 8 people, again, T1FL War Room. First episode coming September 13th. It's going to be a Wednesday. It'll be Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. So, be there. And I also plan on putting, like, editing effort into it. No, like, if you watch the trailer, Caleb, it's very minimal stuff. Like, just quite literally...
There's a trailer?
Yeah, sort of like we had a trailer for this podcast.
We did?
Are you fucking serious? The announcement video? That's considered a trailer.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god. But literally, it's nothing like crazy editing. It's just like, I have it pop up T1FL and then the name of the person that I'm talking about at that moment. So, I'm not going to any crazy lengths for this podcast. And if for some reason you hate listening to this hour-long podcast, which, fuck you. Why are you here? Why are you here? You're watching the whole goddamn thing, okay? If you're here watching this part of the podcast, you're going to watch the full fucking episode, or else I'm going to trace your IP address, and I'm going to come and fuck you up. Anyway,
IP4 or IP...
Shut up, Caleb. Anyway, I plan on trying to keep it to 30 minutes or less for that one, just because, again, it's fantasy football. So, yeah. Join me in September for that. I also have, at the very least, one funny episode planned for the podcast. So, it'll be good. And in case you want more incentive, let me tell you some of the teams we've got in the T1FL. And by some, I mean all the teams, because the league is filled. Right? So, if the app would actually fucking open before my nerd out is done in a minute and a half. We've got myself with the Oklahoma City Nerds. We've got our boy Isaiah, Rabid Squirrely 6, owner of the Norman Acorns. Got Bread Tank, Evan, the owner of the Sourdoughs. Got the Blonde Squad, owned by Summer. We've got Caleb, that one Scout Colin himself, owner of the Sussy Bakas. We've got that guy again, 25, which I think was one of the people in the Discord server whenever I opened it up to the public. With King Boo's Army. We've got my fucking dad, Roger Potter, owner of the Soon Boys. And then we've got good old Token Boy, owner of the Token Boys. It's gonna be fun.
He named the team after himself?
Yeah, he named it the Token Boys. I mean, technically I named mine after myself, that one nerd Jacob, the Oklahoma City Nerds, so...
I just realized I have to re-download that app on my new phone. What's it called?
Sleeper. But yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Regular season, 16 weeks. Playoffs, 2 weeks. And I'll be overanalyzing the fuck out of all of it. Okay, that's my nerd out. I'm done. Don't you just love how I made my nerd out an ad about another podcast that you might not even fucking be it? No, I'm kidding.
I'm a team owner, damn it.
I know, you're gonna be in it, just not every week. Honestly, let me look at this, because out of the people that we do have available, so we've got Isaiah. I don't think Isaiah would be able to interview for it, because he's going to be going into basic training soon. Evan, I don't know if he'd be able to. Summer would. You would. Don't know about that guy again. My dad probably would. And Token also probably would. So, like, 5 or 6 out of 8. The fact that I willingly pushed it down to 8 players, though, I was pushing so hard for a 16-player league, so that way there were no repeat games. Didn't happen, though. Didn't happen. Hopefully next year, with the, imminent popularity of T1FL War Room. It's only been 20 minutes, and I feel like I'm losing my fucking mind.
Dude, I haven't even chat posted on yet.
Oh no. Have we lost our touch?
No, we didn't lose our touch. Because every time we touch, I get this feeling. And every time we kiss, I swear I could fly.
Oh yeah, so do we want to...
That's... What?
Do we want to tell them about the feet pic incident of last night?
You mean where I paid for your Microsoft Game Pass and then you sent me feet pics as per my request?
Yeah, so in case you guys haven't been keeping up with me or Caleb, Homies Craft 5 is going on. If you do want to catch episodes of that, or I guess streams of that, you have until, ironically, and I swear to God, I did not plan this, 9/11 to see us stream it. On 9/11, the server comes crumbling down.
Hopefully it blows up before then.
Anyway, you have until September 11th, but I think I've streamed it just in the week that it's been up 6 or 7 times.
Hopefully this thing takes off.
Every stream has had 1 viewer. Yeah. Yeah, anyway. Anyway, so I was going on to play on the Realm last night. And as soon as I tried to go online, it said, could not find Realms because of your account status. My Game Pass expired. Which, first of all, the plan that I had was $14.99. They bumped it up to fucking $16.99. Fuck Microsoft, those greedy bastards. But
$2.
Yes, they're so greedy over $2. I hate them.
Assholes!
So I was just gonna hop off, and then Caleb's like, how much is it? And then he sends me money. So I jokingly told him, I'm like, all right, what do you want me to do since you sent me $18? He's like, I want you to send me feet pics. But the angle I want it is, I want it to look like you're about to step on me. So I did it. And I'm hoping that that picture never makes it to the internet. If it does, he's gonna be the one to blame. You know, this asshole right here goes to his twitter.com.
Not his twitter.com.
But yeah, Homies Craft has been a lot of fun, and I've slowly gotten another Minecraft addiction because of it.
Just drip it directly into my veins.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Homies Craft 6 might come sooner rather than later. I don't know if I want to wait a whole year after this one ends. And honestly, with how it's going, even though I wouldn't stream it as frequently, I don't know if I want to actually let the realm die. Because we've done so much shit. We've done so much shit. Like, that house is the best house that I've ever built without a guide, Caleb. I need you to understand this.
Speaking of house, I've updated my house.
Oh, hell yeah.
It doesn't look that different unless you've been paying attention, but oh, I made it aesthetic.
Aesthetic?
Aesthetic.
Aesthetic.
Did I ever tell you what my nickname is over at the office?
No.
Would you like me to tell you the story?
Yeah, go ahead. Let's hear it, dude. I've been talking too much. It's your turn.
So, I'm over on S3, right?
Yeah.
S3 is operations. We just basically when anytime anyone wants to do anything in the field, it pretty much has to come through us so that we can coordinate it.
Mm-hmm.
So we moved from a single large room into a basically our own building, right?
Yeah.
And there was a fridge that used to be in the room, and they wanted to move it over to the new building.
Mm-hmm.
And there was basically nobody around to because everyone else was moving desks and furnitures and important secret paperwork that you're not supposed to really look at.
Secret papers. Really? Secret papers.
Really good read,
Caleb knows government secrets, everybody.
Anyway, so there's this fridge, and so what I do is I just pick it up and I just start moving it by myself.
You pick up the whole fridge?
It's the whole fridge.
Okay, what size fridge are we talking here?
It's like it's a 6-foot fridge. Fridge, freezer,
so
combination.
like a standard fridge that you'll see in like an average household.
Yes.
Fuck's sake.
So I picked that up and put it on my shoulder and I start walking with it. And,
okay.
That's how I got the nickname Fridge.
Didn't expect to be hearing that your nickname was Fridge because you straight up carried a fridge.
And it's stuck. I've been here for almost a year, and my nickname is still Fridge. It's gotten to the point now where I'm getting a tattoo of a 1960s vintage refrigerator on my calf.
That's fucking amazing. I love that.
It's fridge time.
It's fridge time. And then he fridged all over the place.
And then there's this other guy that came in and he looks a lot like me. Like we could be related somehow.
So he's mini fridge?
And, he's actually my size. We are both 6'3" and over 240.
You said he looks like he could be you. Have you been there longer?
I have, so he's fridge too.
No, he's mini fridge. I don't care if he's the same size of you. He is mini fridge.
It's kind of tossing up between fridge 2, freezer.
You better dumbass. You better go up to base next time you're there and be like, "Yo, my friend suggested mini fridge."
Mini fridge. Wouldn't that just be my son? I remember when my promotion ceremony was happening, and some of my colleagues had never seen my son before. So I bring him into the office, right? Because my wife's gonna be there and they want to watch.
Yeah.
And one of my sergeants literally stopped what he was doing, turned on a pivot, and was like, "Is that Baby Collins?"
just the idea of a sergeant freaking out over a baby is so wholesome to me.
Well, he's a dad, you know.
Yeah,
so he's just like, "Baby Collins," and some of the E7s, the sergeant first classes, all of them with about 15 years of Army experiences are like, "It's Baby Collins."
Hey, Baby Collins.
Everyone loved my fucking son, I guess.
That's fucking amazing. Oh, man. Yeah. So, you know one thing I've been doing?
Uh-huh.
I've been early prepping for Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
So, here's the idea behind my costume, right? You know how Jack Black played Bowser in the Mario movie?
Yes.
And have you seen the Peaches music video?
Yes.
I'm going for something like that, but changing it a little bit. And with all the stuff that I need, it's $150. because of the effort I'm going to be putting into this thing, it's what I'm going to be wearing exclusively on streams, every stream for the entirety of October. But damn it, it's going to look cool. Listen, Caleb. After you see it, you're gonna agree with me. You're gonna agree that it looks cool.
Will I?
Yeah. You'll have no fucking choice. I'll hold you at gunpoint until you say it's cool.
Would I?
Would you?
Would you? Would I?
Would you?
Would I?
Would you?
Do you know the wood comments going on in the in some certain comment sections?
Would?
Yes.
No.
WOLWOUD.
Oh, I thought you were talking about WOOD. Yeah, no, it's whenever you see someone hot and you're just like, would.
Well, one of the reactions is literally just Chowder saying, "Would I?"
Would you? My favorite.
And then there's a couple of them with faces like this going, "Will." It's just like, oh.
My favorite of the wood meme is just a cat that's like aggressively going up to a microphone and just text that just says wood right next to the cat, as if the cat was like having to fight people off just to say that wood.
And then one of them is Liam Nielsen going, wood.
Oh yeah, how is your watermelon, by the way?
I ate half of it. The other half is in the fridge, and I'm gonna eat that later.
How was it though?
It was so sweet and wet, and juicy, and I just loved getting all in there and just slurping it all up after it was nice and done. Oh, the bottom was briny, and I had to tip it just to drink the juices. And it was only $4.96 at Walmart.com.
Walmart.com, you say as you sent me pictures of you going to the actual fucking store? That's not Walmart.com. That is Walmart brick and mortar.
I had to check the prices.
Watermelon's expensive though.
It's $5. So if you eat half of it for a meal, that's $2.50.
That's true. That's true. That's not bad. Dude, I know before I hopped on to record, I had an apple as a snack before I cooked dinner after this. So
apple. Beans.
No, just a green apple.
Grapple.
The grapple, dude. I don't know why, but I have an obsession with green apples. Right? Our dish soap is green apple scented. I have green apple flavored Mio Energy, which I should buy Dubby. Using Dubby.gg and using code Scouty, and then I can buy the green apple flavor there
for 10% off.
For 10% off. Let's see. The shampoo that I normally get, because I use dandruff shampoo, is green apple scented. I like green apple. Green apple is amazing.
Dark Jacob be like, I like red apple.
Middle ground Jacob be like, I like yellow apple.
Caleb be like, pear.
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 And then
that's not even.
And then Summer got oranges, because we normally get one fruit, but Summer really wanted oranges. And at first I was like, well, I don't like oranges. I love the taste of oranges, but I remember I used to like hate the mouthfeel of oranges. So she gave me a little slice of her orange. And by that I mean I said fuck it. I tried potato salad at the OU event I went to last night and liked that. So I'm going to go ahead and try an orange. And the mouthfeel was not as bad as I remember it being. Also, I normally fucking hate potato salad. But that potato salad that was at the OU partner event that I went to was really good.
They probably just actually didn't fuck it up.
That's true. You know what? You know what I will say?
What?
First of all, I'm extremely thankful to have gone to that event.
Mm-hmm.
The catering was done by Head Country Barbecue.
Mm-hmm.
It was mid. The chicken, mid. The ribs, you could barely bite into them. You had to actually struggle to bite the meat off the rib. But the potato salad and baked beans, on the other hand, those were fucking good. So I got more satisfaction off of sides than the actual food.
So what you're saying is barbecue, mid. Chicken, mid. The bitches, mid. But the potato salad, nice. Yeah, it turns out we can use the soundboard in here too.
It doesn't allow me to. Oh wait, yeah, it does. For some reason, it's just... Okay, I have to be careful which ones I use, though, because some of these would be copyrighted audio.
You mean like this?
I thought you were about to do Bad to the Bone.
You mean like this? Okay.
Skill issue.
I love the delayed timing of it. Is the emoji appears like it's fucking 3 seconds after it.
Yeah. We have too much fun with these fucking soundboard things, though.
We do. So every time people start playing around with the fucking soundboard, my wife is just like, I'm overstimulated.
And then I still love how you're both like, so what you're saying is this caused you to become overstimulated? Yeah, and then we both just skill issue at the exact same time.
It's how you know she's surrounded by...
By what? You cut out.
That's how you know she's surrounded by real friends.
Yeah. Dude, I'm just so ready for dinner, though. I'm making some shrimp fried rice and wontons.
You're telling me a shrimp fried this rice?
I knew you were going to make that joke as soon as I said it. You're telling me that the entire state of Kentucky fried this chicken?
Explains why it's so fucking dry.
Oh my god. You're telling me that the French got fried? That explains why they surrender so much.
You're telling me that this meatball is Italian?
You're telling me this meatball's Swedish? We're at 40 minutes and I am running out of ideas. You got those trap cards handy?
I activate my trap card!
Oh no. Oh no, you're laughing before you even read it. You're laughing hard before you even read it.
Hey, Jake.
Yeah? Oh god, you can't get it out.
I keep looking at it.
Just read it. Just read it. Or text it to me if you can, and I'll read it.
At what times are you the most attracted to me?
All times. Oh my fucking god. Anyway, we should skip that one and go to a different trap card.
Yay!
Jesus Christ.
Alright, I activate my trap. We already did this one.
Okay, fair. Fair, skip it. Skip that son bitch.
Okay. Okay. How did your family celebrate holidays? What traditions meant the most to you? What traditions would you like to start in our own family?
Well, in our family, I want it to be a tradition where we get together and just roast the shit out of each other on holidays.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good one.
Personally though, my family, for holidays, and I'm really just gonna count before we moved, to New Mexico, because our traditions really fell off after that point. So, for holidays, our house, whenever we lived like right between Tulsa and Broken Arrow, was always the get-together place for holidays. So Thanksgiving, Christmas, always at our house. And it was tradition, and I didn't know that this was an innuendo as a kid. It was tradition where I would just look around at my family members and be like, "You want me to put some butter on your roll?" And that was something that they looked forward to every year, was me accidentally making a sex joke. Aside from that, I mean, our traditions were like standard family traditions for like Thanksgiving, Christmas. You know, we'd get together, bless the food, say what we're thankful for, and then just really enjoy each other's company. Like, we didn't have any crazy like traditions that would be considered odd or not normal. So yeah.
For me, first of all, did you guys get to open one present at Christmas Eve right before you
Yes.
guys went to bed?
Yes. And that is
Yeah.
a tradition that I still keep with summer. Like, we did that last year, to where Christmas Eve we went ahead and opened one present, and then, well, no, we didn't. We opened one before Christmas Eve because we were leaving that Friday night to go up to Tulsa for Christmas. So
Mom always made us open. Mom always picked what we opened because we couldn't pick the best one, obviously. Duh.
I mean, it was sort of similar for us, but my parents would specifically say, "Hey, you can't open these ones, but these ones are all fair game." So I was like, okay, that makes sense. So we'd get a choice of like 2 or 3 that we could pick from on Christmas Eve. Anyway, continue.
So, we'd have Thanksgiving and Christmas, right? And those were always held at my Mima's house,
Yeah.
without fail.
Yeah, no, I remember.
But
I
then-
went over to Thanksgiving at your Mima's one year.
But we also had Thanksgiving, because there's always a couple of people that had scheduling conflicts in between Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
So it was always like we would have our big celebration in between Thanksgiving and Christmas, called Thanksmas, because everybody could get time off.
Yeah.
And if you couldn't get time off, then you could actually just, show up to the holiday.
Yeah.
So that's what we would do. And it was really fun. I miss it.
What about the annual Monopoly thing? Was that between Thanksgiving and Christmas, or was that just randomly?
Annual Monopoly?
Didn't you say that, like, your mom, your aunt, somebody else, like, they would all once a year just get together and play fucking Monopoly, and it would turn into chaos?
Yeah. That was before my time.
Oh, okay.
They stopped doing that.
Damn.
Too many fights. It's surprising that you brought this up. So Monopoly Fortnite.
Dude, my nephew has it. And
So
I've
does
played
my
it with
little-
him.
So yeah, the thing is, my little brother Liam, God bless his soul,
Mm-hmm.
asked my mother to play Monopoly Fortnite with him.
That's a
And
mistake. That's a mistake.
And I said, Liam, are you sure you wanted to do that? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, there's a good chance mom is going to win. You do know that, right? He's like, yeah, but it's gonna be fun.
No, it's not.
My mom whooped Liam and Evan's ass so bad at Monopoly Fortnite that Liam started crying.
Oh my god! Oh,
crying.
oh no!
Tears streaming down his face and dripping onto the table. And the entire time, my mom sat there like,
just proud of what she's done. Jesus Christ!
Absolutely destroyed Liam. And then after she was done, she put the box back together, put the thing back on the shelf, walked into her room as if nothing happened. Just left Liam there fucking crying.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude! Ugh.
She always beat us. She beat me and Tristan and everyone whenever we played Monopoly. But the thing is that Liam had never been in the situation where mom would just destroy him like that before.
Oh
because
my
he was like 8 years old, you know. And up until that point, every time mom played a game with Liam, she would, use kid gloves and shit.
Yeah.
That was the first time Liam tasted my mom actually competing for something. And it fucking broke him.
Dude, I will never forget the top time I've seen Liam cry, though.
What do you mean when I fucking won?
So, in case any viewers or listeners here don't know, me and Caleb and a few others were in a very shitty trampoline wrestling league that we called the MWF. Well, our first pay-per-view, which was literally just an event that we live streamed instead of pre-recording, it was me and Caleb competing for the MWF championship. Caleb was booked as the face, I was booked as the heel. And I was trying to do everything in my power to make sure everyone fucking hated me before that live event came up.
You did such a good job, too.
Yeah, so our match goes, we go like, 10, 15 minutes? Something like that?
Yeah.
And I lose. And as soon as I lose, Liam runs inside, but he's not doing anything yet. He just runs inside, so I'm like, oh, he knows that it's over, he's gonna go inside and do something. And then we stop the live stream, and then I just hear Tristan yell from the house, Liam's crying! So we all go up to Caleb's house, because we did this in Caleb's backyard. We go up to Caleb's house, and this kid, first of all, he lived in pure bliss at the time, not knowing that wrestling was scripted. So he didn't realize that this was a script, but he's bawling his eyes out because Caleb beat me. Like, first of all, I was supposed to come off as a complete asshole. You're not supposed to want me to win. Second of all, you're crying because your brother beat someone that you're not even related to. And third, you're crying over wrestling.
I wonder who Liam liked more.
Like, never in a million years. Like, at this point, Liam was, what, 5?
Yeah.
So, never in a million years, even if he was 5, was I expecting someone to cry over me losing a shitty wrestling match before me and Caleb even had training.
The way I did it was so clever too, because I hit the overdrive.
Yeah.
And then when you collapsed, I rolled out, and because of the lockout match, which set the deal of, oh, this is hard to get out of, because Tristan and Seth's match was a lockout match.
I thought
So
ours was the only lockout match.
No,
Because I thought
Tristan
theirs
and
was
Seth,
just a...
No, remember, you helped Seth escape.
No,
And
I
that's what
helped
helps-
Seth win by knocking out the ref and then instating myself as the referee.
I think you're confused.
I think you're
'Cause-
confused.
Because remember, the whole point of the match was to, like, get out of the trampoline with all the clips and the zippers and stuff. And
Yeah.
you helped Seth
That was
by dragging him
that was
out
our match.
onto the grass. No, our match was a ladder. Our match was a ladder match.
Well, then we're probably thinking.
No, because that's the only time we wrestled on live stream. And Emily was there.
Hang on, I'm going back. You can still find these. I'm not gonna advertise the channel, but if you can find it, feel free to watch it. All right, let's see here.
It's red, white, black, and blue.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait. I was looking at videos. I forgot that live stream and videos are held separately now. So, red, white, black, and blue, that's whenever you faced Tristan.
Mm-hmm.
We had our match at Final Fight.
Yeah, Final Fight.
So there's Tristan coming out. Tristan's fighting. Hang on. I think I remember having my dad as the announcer. Yeah, there he is. So we can just go ahead and hear.
Was it?
I'm just trying to get past the copyrighted audio at the beginning. There we go.
Ladies and gentlemen,
What the fuck
is the day you have been waiting for. This is the Final Fight. Welcome.
All right, I gotta back the phone away. I just realized that we have him announce stuff during entrance music, and I don't want to get the podcast taken down. So,
yeah, from our own fucking shit.
Huh?
Okay. I'm trying so hard to find. Was it on Blazing Storm or Blazing? Oh, found it.
Okay, so their match was a lock-in match.
Yeah.
So their match was the lock-in match. Our match was the ladder match. We didn't have a lock-in.
Yeah, but remember, I won because I hit the overdrive, and then I locked up the gate while you were still down, so you couldn't get out. And then I climbed the fence. And then I climbed the ladder, and that's how I won. And it was a good tie-in because everyone was like, "Oh, he shut the thing from earlier." It's like Jesus,
Hang on. I'm looking here. I'm looking to see if you close the fence. This is where you get out. Okay, yeah, you zipped it back up. And then...
Yeah? Our moves were terrible, but we sold like $1 million.
Oh, yeah, no, like, we were awful with actual moves, but selling and promos are what we excelled in. I still remember the original MWF championship, whenever we called it the IWL, was
a paper plate.
A paper plate on a $7 stretch belt from Walmart.
Yep. I still have that.
There's Caleb holding up the IWL championship in all of its glory right there.
Paper plate and a $7 stretch belt, and we beat each other's ass for it.
You know what we gotta do next time we get together and record stuff in person? We just gotta react to the MWF.
You mean like when you didn't feel like editing together some stuff, so you set it up to 2 times speed?
Yeah, like episode 4 through 7. That one No, I was thinking more just like the live events rather than the whole thing.
Because I remember you were like, I don't want the video to be too long, so I made it 2 times speed.
Well, it's not that. It's also because that was at the time my phone was only 32 gigabytes of storage. So just the videos themselves almost ate up my entire storage, so I had to do that because I didn't want to upload them late. I still want to see what is our most popular... Oh, God. Our most popular episode of the MWF, 219 views, is the last episode we ever posted with good old Shatter Why did we let you go through with that gimmick?
Well, it was sort of like, because to be honest, we didn't have enough people, so it was just like we needed something new because we'd already exhausted all of our ideas because we had me versus Seth on like a regular episode. We had me and Tristan tag team on a regular episode, and the Tristan turns on me, and that was Red, White, Black, and Blue was me and Tristan.
Yeah, like the two main feuds that we had that actually made it to live shows were me versus Caleb for the IWL championship.
And Tristan versus Seth.
And then at Red, White, Black, and Blue, it was me versus Seth. I turned face, but Seth stayed a heel. And Seth can play a character the best out of any of us. He played his character so fucking well. But it was me and Seth, and then Tristan and Caleb for the MWF championship. So, Caleb, you back-to-back, you motherfucker, you back-to-back had matches at live events for the championship. You bastard!
To be fair, I lost. I held my title for one defense and fucking
That's
lost
true.
it.
I still remember the original booking we had whenever the IWL first started. The booking we did was I was going to be the first champion in a triple threat between me, you, and Tristan. So fuck Seth, apparently. Seth,
Well,
I don't think Seth even got an opportunity at the championship.
Seth didn't want a championship, is the thing.
Watch, he's gonna find this podcast and
Wait
be
a
like,
minute, that means I fought for the title every fucking time it was on the line.
Yeah, there were only two
I'm
live
John
events.
Cena, motherfuckers! Yeah!
We had Final Fight, we had Red, White, Black, and Blue, which I'm just saying, Red, White, Black, and Blue, that was such a clever name for a July pay-per-view that I came up with. Like, mwah.
We should keep that for when we actually make a wrestling league.
Dude, if we actually can make, like, a small indie wrestling league, I would 100% use that as one of the shows.
At the gym.
Huh?
You are going back to the gym.
Yeah?
You should just reach out to Core. Be like, hey, know any guys in OKC?
Perhaps. I mean,
Perhaps.
I definitely want to get, like...
I love how half of these fucking images are either me being in all the regular episodes. Literally, the pilot episode is me beating the shit out of Evan, and then there's me beating the shit out of Evan, and then there's me beating the shit out of Seth,
and then there's you beating the shit out of Evan again, and then there's me pinning you, and then there's.
They really fed you guys. Really fed Evan to me, didn't you?
Yeah.
Well, the thing is that we kind of had, we technically had Adina on the roster, but she never actually wrestled.
We had her in one match with me because that's whenever we were doing the sort of like play-in matches for the triple threat. And she just never wanted to cooperate. Like, she never wanted to take moves. She never wanted to do anything. So it's like, okay, this is just annoying.
Neither did Evan.
So
he no-sold my fucking he no-sold my finish on the first match, and so I had to improvise and actually choke him until he tapped. And I remember whispering to him, I was like, "If you don't tap now, you're going to sleep."
But yeah, I remember after that, we specifically used Evan for either a cameraman or a referee. Those were his only roles after that because we just couldn't get a good match out of him.
It wasn't even that we couldn't get a good match, it's just he would not. He took it as a shoot.
Yeah.
He was shooting on us. And even though we were bigger and older and stronger, it's hard to have good matches when one guy is shooting.
Yeah, it is. Like, I think this was also whenever Evan didn't realize that wrestling was scripted. And that you're supposed to take certain things, like...
He kind of knew, but he didn't quite get it in his head, you know?
Yeah.
It was one of those things where it's just like, oh, I get it. No, when he's, like, later in life. Yeah. I don't know, maybe Evan would be down to clown, now that he's, 6'4", 250 pounds, and you know Tristan is 6'5", 260 pounds, and I'm 6'3", 265.
And I'm 5'10", 250 pounds.
Maybe the Collins brothers should just run roughshod over some poor indie league for a while.
But yeah, like, I remember for a little bit, going back to popular episodes, where the final episode was, like, very unpopular. I think it only blew up now just because we've told some people about it. But I remember when the top episode was the first match between Seth and Tristan. That's still the second most popular, but, like, that used to be the most popular we ever had.
We got episode 15, episode 2, and the pilot episode.
Because people just really wanted to see you beat the shit out of Evan.
I mean, deserved, but, you know.
Damn.
If you don't sell my moves, I'm beating the fuck out of you. I will make you sell it, damn it.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I would 100% love, like, even if we can't make our own league again, our own, you know, wrestling company, I would love to just, for one more time, right, we can have one more episode of the MWF.
Seth lost weight and he looks really athletic now. Tristan's a giant. Evan's a giant.
Me and you are actually trained. Like, we could have Evan, Tristan, and Seth do a triple threat, and then have me and you main event with the shit that we actually know how to fucking do now. Next time you come to Oklahoma, just be like, "Hey, Brandon, can we use your gym?"
Just one more match. I've got it in me.
Oh my god. That's crazy to think about, though. It's been 5 years since the MWF happened, and now we actually have training. God.
You think Tristan would bring back running in the 90s one more time?
Only if he could bring back his Howdy House.
He doesn't hate the song anymore, just so you know.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Because I remember playing the clip of him doing his entrance, and he stiffened up and he turned behind me. He was like...
Yeah, I remember... I think we caused him to hate the song because we forced him to have that as his music. We did not let Tristan pick his own gimmick. We kind of forced Tristan's gimmick based off of his personality that we saw.
Yeah, and you could tell that he was struggling when we turned him heel. I could tell that he did. Looking back, Tristan did not want to be heel.
Yeah, we should. That was the worst decision we made.
We had Shattered and Tristan as a heel. That was we went TNA Vince Russo era very fucking quick. Yeah. Well, actually, not really, because we weren't shooting on each other.
That's true.
We went mid-90s WWF era.
No, we went late era WCW. That's what we went.
I mean, yeah, and looking back, the face paint doesn't even look cool from a distance.
Yeah, but it's like
it looks interesting when you get close, but when you're far away, it just looks like somebody shat on my face.
But yeah, looking back at it, the decisions that we did make that were pretty good. I'm glad we didn't change Seth from a heel. If Seth would have gone to a face, I feel like that would have ruined a lot.
Seth, we needed an audience.
Yeah, no, I still remember. I know we've talked about it on the podcast, but just Seth coming out at graduation and getting the entire Reynolds Center, which is, in case you didn't know, where Tulsa University plays basketball, which was filled to the brim with people. 20,000 people. He got a pop out of everyone.
Because at first it was like silent, like courtesy clapping, and then Seth just stopped. And he was just like, cheer for me, dude.
Yeah.
And he got the entire crowd. People were like standing, like,
yeah, no, like, that was just such raw charisma. Like,
and he came out by himself.
Yeah, he was, I think he was the only, or at least one of two people to not walk with a partner. So it was insane to see how a guy coming out by himself, getting nothing but courtesy claps, everyone popping, and then just acting like that's normal. Like, dude just casually got 20,000 people to pop.
He didn't break either. He kept the I deserve this face all the way down, sat down, and just didn't sell the fact that he did that until after this graduation. We're like, what? How did you do that?
I'm starting to realize I don't think Seth's character in the MWF was a character. I think it was just Seth. All right.
You need to text Seth, and you need to be like, just the 3 text. 1 more match. And he'll be like, oh.
All right, well, we are like 6 minutes over time, but we started just reminiscing so much about the MWF. Again, next time we get together, that is going to be one of our in-person videos. It's just us reacting to the MWF.
It's going to be so fucking cringe.
I mean, like I said, we're only going to react to the live events, so luckily we're not reacting to the whole thing. And hey, by the time Red, White, Black, and Blue came around, I think that's whenever I made all of us custom music too, so...
Yeah. Maybe I should do that this time.
What, the custom music?
Yeah, it's kind of my... I kind of know how to do it now, you know?
I mean, that's fair. But, yeah, anyway, do you have a nerd out? You haven't nerded out, so if you want to nerd out real quick, you can.
Nah, I'm good.
All right.
I talked about everything I wanted to talk about.
All right, well, thank you all for watching and or listening. I guess this is season 2 we've established at the beginning of the episode, so,
Did we? Because I was just like, is this season 2 or not?
I think we kind of lightly established it, and again, since we had a little bit of a break anyway, it makes sense to consider this a new season, so thank you all for joining us for the start of season 2. And again, hopefully we see you all next week. Have a great rest of your day, night, whenever the hell you're watching or listening. Caleb is just gonna keep on dancing as he always does.